Again, it might be live. I don't know.
Hey,
50-50.
I think we're live. I'm showing live. I think we're live. Hey, gang, we're back. This is Reignited Wolves and Wisemen. I'm going to be your short host for a little while. Yarl's running a little late. He's got family stuff to do, being the family man he is. But I want to say welcome back and thanks for everybody in the chat and thanks for everybody who's going to listen after. Um, yeah, so it's going to be a good show. Me and Merb are on. Jimmy, sorry.
Jimmy. Yeah.
I'm Rudy the Bumper Martinez. We got Jimmy over there. He's handling the back end tonight, so I kind of have the night off just to kind of dick around, do what
Yeah.
just to relax a little bit.
So if we mess
Um,
up, we know who to blame.
yeah, exactly. That's why I brought it up. But yeah, tonight we are going to get into check-ins tonight. We're going to talk about strength and suffering. We have a couple good verses about that, and I think we've all been through it before, and really kind of finding the strength in ourselves through God, through suffering, while we're suffering and doing stuff like that. So I'm looking forward to it. It's a good topic for tonight. And then always, we're going to get into our shenanigans, idiots in the news, awesome people in the news. And some nut taps, some what we do. So if you're ready, there, Jimmy, go ahead and run it.
I might be a little heavy on the hand, but I learned from living life on the land that when the flames get hotter, you move to deeper water. That's where I learned to sink or swim. And I don't really give a damn, but underneath I try as hard as I can. That's why when shit gets thicker, I reach for the liquor, load 'em up and flip a bird to the man. Johnny Law creeping up on me, but I'm as solid as an old oak tree.
This isn't just a podcast anymore. It's a movement. The Wolves and Wisemen Reignited online store is officially live. Built for men and women who stand for faith, family, grit, and growth. From premium hoodies and tees to hats, tumblers, tanks, and outerwear, every piece is designed to represent who you are and what you stand for. This isn't fast fashion, it's a statement. Gear up, represent the pack, and carry the message beyond the mic. Visit the Wolves and Wisemen Reignited online store today and wear the reignition.
And we're there. Right,
Yeah,
there we
yeah,
go.
there we
Got
go.
it. Well, I didn't
Yeah,
completely mess up that bad so far.
no,
Still
hey,
early.
yeah, it's
I
still
got it to work.
yeah, so far so good. Yeah,
Yeah.
I
So,
like running the quick ad there in the beginning to just kind of let you guys know that we do have swag, and every little bit helps. We don't make much money on it. Well, we always toss it back to the show, or donate it in some way that we can. We're always giving more than we're taking, right, Jim?
yeah. Yeah. It's been a long time since I've been able to take anything. Yeah. Just
Right.
give. So, yeah. How's everybody doing tonight? Hopefully, good to see we got some people in the chat. Coco's here. Looks like Sis is here. So, we got some people, some lurkers. It should be a good show tonight, though. We got some good topics on some struggling and some strength. So,
Yeah. And 3T Tonys want to say, hey, thanks for the raid, brother. We always appreciate you, and we'll give you a tons of applause for that. T's always here, and we love him for it. So thanks again, brother. Um, but yeah, if you how are you doing? Your week's been good.
oh man, the
Been a
last
ruffian.
last couple of weeks has been pretty rough. I mean, it's been pretty rough. So that uh the idea for that topic that we were going to do last week, that's, it was pretty fitting with everything's been going on. Just a lot of chaos, I mean, shit. I've only been home like 2 nights out of the last 2.5 weeks.
Mm.
So I spent about a week and a half out in Cedar Fort doing farm guy stuff and building a deck and working on cars and all the fun things. So yeah, it's been busy. I got home this morning for the first time, like I said, for a couple weeks, and I just sat there and I was like, "Oh, this is comfy, my own bed." So yeah,
Well,
I
yeah,
mean,
you've
it's
been
been good.
farming. You got your farming hat on. You got a cowboy. You were cowboying.
Yeah, we
Real
did
cowboy shit.
the old branding and castrating and all the good stuff. So nobody got
That's-
kicked this time around. So that's always a win.
Hey, yeah, that is a win. It's a
But
win in my book. If I didn't get kicked during the week.
yeah, them bastards kick hard. So, but there was a new we did a whole new redesign on the shoot. So the way that we ran everything through, and it went so much smoother than the last few years. So it was good,
Oh, that's
nice and
cool.
smooth. So
That's cool. I would like to go out there and just kind of watch, you know what I mean,
yeah,
before I get involved in that kind of stuff. But it really seems like it's one of those things where you gotta be in it, and you gotta take it seriously, and you gotta always kind of watch everything that's going on, no distractions whatsoever, or you will get kicked, or something wild's gonna happen.
yeah. I mean, the biggest part that I think, so at the very end where you actually like lock them into place, you got this big thing that you know, you basically catch their head at the end. So it looks like it's free opening, and they're running through this tight little path. And so you got one guy that's manning that, and as soon as the head sticks out, he's got to lock it, and then the guy next to him locks a spot that goes so the other cow can't come in, and then you both got to like push up on it, and it like closes in on them. So I mean, we didn't have any get out this time around. We
That's
had a
good.
couple that were a pain in the ass, but they didn't like get out. So we had a good catcher. So
Definitely gloves work.
yeah, it's a good time though. I really enjoy it.
That's good. That's good.
So yeah,
I do want to wrestle those calves. Just Coco.
he likes to
Coco
wrestle.
said that she's branding up there, up northeast Wyoming this weekend. That's
Oh,
cool. Hell yeah, fellow
good
cowgirl
time.
in the house. I like it.
So
Bing
well, you
and
wanna
boom.
you wanna get into these good old check-ins?
Yeah, let's do it, brother.
All right. So the first one we've got, like I said, it's suffering turns into strength is basically kind of what we're going into. So the first one we've got is James 1, 2, and through 4. It says, "Count in all joy, my brothers, when you meet trials of various kinds, for you know that the testing of your faith produces steadfastness. Let steadfastness have its full effect, that you may be perfect and complete, lacking in nothing." So kind of, I mean, that one right there. So basically, God's using suffering as a tool to strengthen believers and mature their faith. So neither writer says suffering is enjoyable by itself. Instead, they're teaching that suffering has a purpose. God can take difficult circumstances to produce spiritual growth that could not be developed as easily in comfort. And I mean, anybody that's done any type of hard work or, in the military, I mean, your closest friends that you have, you guys suffer together. The bond that you have with good friends, it's typically done through a period of suffering or struggle or something like that. And that's what really strengthens a lot of things in life. And everybody sees it. Like I said, anybody that's gone through hell and back in the military, or, just with a group of friends, you guys had a really bad incident or something like that, where you guys just struggled doing something. The bond that you guys get from that's crazy. So why would it not be any different with God? I mean, you're not going to truly fully be able to hold on to it and believe if you don't see the struggle first.
Well, yeah, I think we all know this. Us, that put our faith in God, daily. whenever you ask, anything from God, patience, perseverance, stuff like that, God doesn't just give it to you. You know what I mean? God
Yeah.
puts you in a situation where you need to exercise it. You know what I mean? And that's
Right.
the cool thing is to where, you have to look inside, and realize that y- you're not going to get anything without, putting some effort, putting forth some effort, and that's really, like you said, that's what really brings you, I guess, brings the strength, within yourself, really helps you trust yourself and trust the situation that God put you in, because I still to this day, believe that God is not going to give you more than you can handle.
I mean, I
And
question it
to,
sometimes, but no, I agree.
but just taking the right path at the right time is really kind of, and listening to God and listen and seeing the cues and stuff is really kind of what brings you out of those dark times. Um,
Right.
but I
Well,
think that, just in that itself, recognizing that and knowing that God's got your back through whatever He's putting you through, you know what I mean? That's really, I mean, that's the promise, and that's the glory at the end. You know what I mean? If you
right.
if you ask me.
Well, and I mean, a good kind of example of it is like a blacksmith when making a tool or something like that. The heat of it doesn't actually destroy the metal. Now, if you leave it in too long, obviously it's just going to disintegrate. It's going to be there, but and that's kind of goes down on your path of like he doesn't give you more than you can handle. Well, it's the same as a blacksmith. Like they put just the right amount of heat to it, which then strengthens and refines it. So in the same way, like trials reveal whether our faith is genuine, and it teaches to depend on God.
Hmm.
So it's a similarity in that one. But
Yeah, it
um,
is.
so I mean, there's a lot of trials and things that it does. I mean, I'm, a lot of people, especially nowadays, are struggling with the cost of things. That people are struggling with just the chaos and stress of what the world is becoming. I mean,
Hmm.
everything is constantly on the go. Everything's on the move. There's times like I was just talking, like I had been home in 2.5 weeks.
Yeah.
Uh, but it's just go, 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 go. But and then we do this where it's we're talking about God, we're talking about our faith, and it literally just brings everything right back to just flatline, like it's just peaceful. You know what I mean?
Oh yeah, most
And
definitely.
so I think that the more you focus on your faith, especially when you're struggling, the more you're going to be able to find the peace in it, and you're not going to end up being struggling as much. You know what I mean?
Yeah, and that's, that is a thing too, because if you give your worries and woes to God. I say this all the time, just give it to God, give it to God, give it to God. And that was told to me, growing up in hard times and stuff like that by my folks and stuff. And really, I mean, it takes so much weight off of you. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And really, when you do that, it's like you're not stressing over this ball of shit you can't control. Once you just give it to God, it's like, okay, now I can look at what God's sending me,
Right.
and respond to that, rather than having to be like in this ball of stress, and like spinning your wheels, spinning my
Right.
wheels in this thing where I don't know where to go. And all you got to do now, once you give it to God, is just look for the signs where He tells you to go. You know what I
Yeah,
mean?
exactly. And sometimes you might miss the signs, and then you get another sign, and then you might miss that, and then you get another sign, and finally that is
Exactly.
literally just hits you right in the face, and you're like, okay, all right, I got it.
Okay.
And then the other
I
signs, you're
get
like,
it.
oh, yeah, I see those signs now that you
Hmm.
hit me in the face with this last one.
Hmm. Would have been a lot easier if I would have recognized those.
Right. Right. It would have saved me a lot of
The
hassle
first three.
if I
Yeah.
wouldn't have had to wait to get hit in the face with a sign.
Yeah. Well, and then you look at it too. I mean, with that kind of thing, comes like more glory, because yeah, you look at it like, last week is rough. You know what I mean? This whole kind of month has been a little bit rough, but then you look at like next week is just going to be a ball. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's all about Lil Murph, and it's going to be her time, and we can just kind of just be like, man, this is so great. And it's like your pot of gold at the at the end of
Right, right,
this weird rainbow.
right. I mean, well, it's the end of that one. I still got a lot of other ones that I'm working on, but
Right.
that I don't know. It's just the different things that have kind of came. Like I said, it's a stressful week. Haven't been home, but part of it was, having a conversation with somebody that's very well versed in like business and stuff like that. Ran like multi-million dollar businesses, still has businesses that he runs, and so that's who I was building the deck for. And so we had a lot of conversations on that, which kind of pushed me back to that what I was kind of working on, that stuff that I sent you.
Yeah.
That's kind of an idea that I've been working on for a little bit. But then, I mean, I spent 2 days at his house, well, 2.5 days at his house doing that. And then, he was at the branding and stuff like that. And, because we run his cattle as well. And, we had to retag everything. So just spending the time out there really got the wheels turning on that little adventure that I'm going to be working on. And, just the right contact at the right time that, like, well, shit, maybe that is something I need to be doing. And like, I put a ton of work into it. I've got the whole, the proposal, the budget, the whole 9 yards pretty much wrote up now. And I wouldn't have had a time doing it if I was sitting at home, but I got done at night, and I'm just sitting there hanging out at, my family's house out there. And so I just got on the computer, started putting it together. And it was that sign that just slapped me in the face. You know what I mean? Like,
Well, exactly. And like you said, right place, right time, and God put you in that place at the right time. You know what I mean? And that's kind of the thing. It's like it wasn't a coincidence. You know what I mean? I
exactly.
personally don't believe in coincidence, and it wasn't coincidence. And had you not kind of been out there in that situation doing what you were doing, experienced some hard times, you wouldn't have been put in that situation. You know what I mean?
Well, and I wasn't even supposed to go do this year because we'd already had the plan to go up to the property for Memorial Day weekend. And so that's when it kind of fell on it. So I wasn't going to do the branding or anything this year. And then, the kind of the weather took a turn, and it wasn't going to be very good weather up at the property. So nobody really wanted to go. So I was like, well, that's fine. I've got this that I should be doing anyways.
Mm-hmm.
So if I would have went up to the property, I'd have had a good time, but nothing else from that followed would have,
Yeah, nothing. Yeah, exactly.
So it just worked out.
Yeah.
So I don't know. It was a good the way it worked out. We'll see in the near future how well it turns out, but I mean, there's been a lot of effort put into it. We'll see what happens. So,
yeah.
And if it happens, everybody on the show I'm sure will hear about it. So.
Well, you know how to do that too, and you know how to make that stuff come to fruition. So,
right.
I got all the faith in you. What other verse we got?
So the next one we got is Romans 5, 3-5. So that's not only that, but we rejoice in our sufferings, knowing that suffering produces endurance, and endurance produces character, and character produces hope. And hope does not put us to shame, because God's love has been poured into our hearts throughout the Holy Spirit who has been given to us.
Yeah.
So I really like that verse. So I mean, he's kind of just saying suffering, then endurance, then character, then hope. Like there's a path that you're going down. And character is more just kind of referring to like proven character, someone that's been tested and shown faithful. So I don't know. It was just pretty spot on, like the way that they tie together. Where you've got trials and suffering, you've got testing of faith and endurance. Steadfastness and character, the maturity, completeness, and hope and confidence in God. So they're basically between those two verses, they're just emphasizing what happens to our faith, what happens to our character, and then at the end, it both comes to a conclusion that God does not want to waste suffering. So he's doing it for a reason. There's a purpose in it. growth. There's something that you're going to learn from that suffering that you're dealing with. And I don't know. I just the way both those verses just tie into the same thing of, that you've got to learn patience. You've got to develop these things, characteristics, these life events, stuff like that, to build you to be ready for whatever he had planned for you.
Right. And I think that, going along with that, anytime you're put in a situation, I really feel like there's a lesson to be learned in it. You know what I mean? There's something that you're missing, or something that you need to, that God's preparing you for something in the future that's to come.
Right.
And when you're put in a situation where you need to struggle and you need to build that character, and build, whatever spirituality you're lacking or whatever, you're put in that situation because you need to learn those lessons.
Yeah.
And really, I mean, overall, it's a positive thing because you're kind of, you're forced into learning what you're supposed to learn for the future. And when those situations come about, you're so much more prepared and so much more, willing to find a different solution than you would have, without that lesson, and
Right.
without
Right.
learning, like the character building, like you said. You know what I mean? Maybe this part of your character's lacking a little bit. You know what I mean? Maybe you just jump off the handle way too much. You know what I mean? Stuff like that. Learn the patience, learn to listen, learn to be humble,
Right.
and learn to put somebody else first. You know what I mean? Whatever it may be. But in those situations, it's almost like, you gotta embrace them. You know what I mean? For what they are, even though they're hard. You know
Yeah.
what I mean? And even though
Exactly.
you might be at your wits end with some stuff, and it's just like, God, please, show what lesson I'm supposed to learn so I can get out of this. You know what I mean?
Right.
Um, and sometimes that is, if you you got to come to your knees and just lay it all out there, then that's what you have to do. And it's not going to just happen once, you know?
Yeah.
It's not going to happen twice. It's going to happen over and over and over and over every time you need to learn a new lesson, or if you need to relearn an old lesson that you.
Right. Like you might have ventured off a different way. And that's what I was about to jump in and say is
Mhm.
sometimes you go through the same struggle multiple times because maybe you learned a lesson and you kind of ventured off of it and started going down that bad path again, and boom, here's your lesson again. Or,
Right.
and so it could be that, or you didn't learn what you should have from it. You could have gotten through the struggle and learned something, but then you're going to get hit with the struggle again because it's like, well, you did learn from it, but you should actually learn this. So we're really going to emphasize the struggle in this area this time.
Right. Sis says, yeah, just tell me. And
Right.
I get it. And that's kind of the thing too, is you want the writing to just be on the wall. But again, like if you're not looking for those answers, and I mean, at least with me, if you're not looking for those answers in the right place, or you're trying to, you're trying to work them out with your own, stupid logic, you know what I
Yeah.
mean, without without acknowledging God in it, then it's going to keep coming and coming and coming, and you're not going to see it.
So I just lost the title of the movie, so I'm looking. Oh, that's right. That's okay. I was thinking a different one, but it's it would be so nice if everybody that's seen Bruce Almighty and Jim Carrey finally just gets on there and he just like doing it in an email chain. Like if I can get my sign sent to me in an email or text like that, just straight up like, hey, this is what you should be doing.
Right.
This would be nice.
Yeah, that'd be a lot easier. Yeah.
So, but no,
Well, that's
it's
where faith comes in, and
right.
and really trust, in the word, and God's plan for you, you know what I mean, and his
Yeah.
lessons for you, because it's not going to be, it's not going to be easy. It's never easy.
Yeah, no, it's
But
not.
but
And
I think that again, like if we're staying humble and kind of seeing the signs as they come, and being able to recognize them without putting too much of our own shit into it, they're going to come a lot easier.
yeah, I just I don't know. You have to kind of go through struggles. You have to if you go. I mean, and I hate to put it in a comparison to this, but if you look at some of the generation of kids that are coming up, that where everything's given to them, they get the participation trophies, that they never get told no. What are they going to do in their life? Like
Right?
what you know what I mean? There's no when life actually hits them, they just like melt. They have no idea what to do. But whereas if you going through life, like those little struggles of, because at the time when you're a kid, well, I'm grounded now. That was a struggle to you. That sucked. I wanted to go do this. Now I can't. I done messed up. There's a struggle. Those are
Hmm.
like little tiny struggles in your mind that you work through to get to something. When you playing sports and you messed up the play, whether in baseball you didn't catch it and they scored in, now you lost. You're gonna make sure you learn from that. You're gonna grow. You're gonna practice. It happens in sports. It happens in people's life with work where you sent a mass email to the entire office that was supposed to go to your buddy, that was something that's probably going to get you fired now. You know what I mean?
Janet's got a fat ass. Yeah.
Yeah, like you learn from the mistakes that you do, and mistakes are a type of struggle. It's you messed up. Now you're having to like fix whatever that mistake is. There's some struggle in it, and you learn from it. So everybody does it in life with everything that they do, whether it be sports, whether it be raising their kids, whether it be work. Why don't you do it with the Bible? Why don't you do it with your actual life itself, with everything that's going on in your life, rather than sit there and complain and be like, "Oh, poor me, this fucking sucks," and you got the little world's smallest violin in your ear because you just sitting there. Oh, I'm so sad. Learn from it. Take those examples. Actually, sit down and reflect on what's going on in your life and figure out what can change and what needs to change or what you could do differently to correct things so you don't have that. It's no different.
Well, that brings up a point that that I've been struggling with for a little bit. A friend of mine um, just kind of like defriended me, um, and and I'm like, wow, it's been a long time since that happened, and
Yeah.
that's okay because I'm a nice guy. I try to be, you know what I mean? But, my opinions may not align with everybody's as well.
Right.
Now, I find it a little bit easier to be friends with more mature people or older people because um, there's an agree to disagree.
Yeah.
Mentality about that. It's like, okay, well, cool. Like even say as stupid as it is like a lot of left wingers or Democrats or whatever. I used to feel that way. I don't anymore. I lean more toward conservative, but at the same time, I got friends that are hardcore on that side. But when it comes to that, it's like, oh, well, okay, we can agree to disagree. Let's just not talk about it. You know what I
Right.
mean? Let's focus on the stuff that we have in common, and that works out.
Well,
Well, this was
go
the
ahead.
thing to where this person had gone through a lot of turmoil and stuff like that, and I called them out on um, holding on to a victim mentality,
Yeah.
and I don't I don't subscribe to that, bro. You know what I mean? And this person is like agnostic or I not agnostic, but atheist, right?
Yeah.
Atheist, and I'm like, and they always throw hardcore shots. You know what I mean? When I bring up God and I bring up faith and I bring up the Bible and stuff like that, and it's okay, but like it's okay. You can throw darts at me, anytime I bring up God. But anytime I bring up, your lack of faith, then it's a big old fucking
Right.
problem or issue. You know what I mean? And I don't like that. This person is a little younger, but at the same time, this person's been through a lot. You know what I mean? And has overcome a lot. And so to still, having overcome that kind of stuff, but still kind of having no faith in, you know, I guess a spiritual being, or,
Right.
or whatever, if you're atheist, I don't know. It just seems weird to me. So like, it's like, okay, you've done all this yourself. You know what I mean? Okay, well, that's how you feel, whatever. But then you hang on to shit like this, like the victim mentality. And I don't like that. And, and now we're not friends anymore because I called them out on that, and I'm
Yeah.
just kind of like, well, you've overcome this, let it go. Well, I
Well,
can't. Well, why can't you? You can't because you don't have God to give it to. You know what I mean?
right.
And help you move along with that. You're
Right.
still stuck in this mindset that you're this victim of this thing, even though you've overcome it. And that shit kind of blows my mind, dude.
Right. And I mean, we've talked about it on the show and stuff like that. Like, you don't know what somebody else is going through because their worst day of their life could be as simple as getting a flat tire because they've never had any real struggle or anything like
Sure.
that. So,
Mhm.
and you don't understand it. But then on the flip side of it, like you can't hold on to it. You know, I'm somebody that's gone through a lot of shit. I mean,
Sure.
a lot of people in the show know, but it's not something that I hold on to and I don't play victim. Like, oh, poor me. Oh, everybody's against me. That's why my car's sitting in your brother's house, not running at the moment.
Yeah. Everybody's
Somebody
against me.
did this. No, it, that's how it goes. Like shit just happens. You man up, you figure out a fix for it, and you continue on with your day. Like if I were to sit there and play victim with everything going on in my life right now, I wouldn't have time to focus on anything else but that.
Yeah,
And,
exactly.
why would why would you want that to be your focus in anything? Like I'm not going to focus on the shit that's going on in my life. I can't sit there and focus on negativity. It's just not who I am. I don't want to focus on that. You know what I mean? And
Yeah.
so why would, that playing the victim card, that's all it is just like bringing it to focus and circling and highlighting it and fucking posting it for the world to see. Fuck that. Move on. Why?
Yeah, and that's kind of the thing. Like, I mean, what? I've been divorced for nine, 10, fuck, 10 years now? Almost
Yeah.
11 years? I don't know. But the thing is like, I don't harbor any ill feelings toward my ex-wife. Like, some of the things she does, I don't agree with, and we talk about, we have a conversation, but I don't sit there and bag and bag and bag and bag and bag and make it all about me and, and how she fucked up our lives or how I fucked up our lives or
Right.
how I'm fucking up the kids' lives or anything like that. It's like, no, you know what I mean? You deal with what's in front of you. You take that and you take the good out of it, you know what I mean, and
Yeah.
then you move
100%.
on, you know what I mean, and we moved on, and we're so much we're so much better friends now than we were married. It was you know what I mean, it's crazy.
Yeah.
And it's like, and I love her for that, you know what I mean,
Right.
and it's just it's worked out. I'm not saying that every relationship can work out that way, but I'm saying that, you know what I mean? It doesn't have to be all negative, you know, negative and shit show all the time. You know what I mean? And,
Right.
and, and, and people acting like victims on both sides or whatever it may be all the time. It's just kind of like, let's, apologize for what we did and move on. You know what I
Yep.
mean? It's not the end of the world. We still got a lot of fucking life to live.
Right.
you know?
You can't spend your life focusing on the bad shit that's happened. But you're just
Right.
going to overlook all of the good. You know what I mean? It's that that mentality of like you're driving through life on a freeway and you're just overlooking everything off the exits and you're miserable because all you're seeing is concrete. And then, there's this long road trip with some fucking potholes all over the place. You know what I mean? Like you're just miserable. It's like you're just driving around the world in a circle over and over and over again on one solid fucking lane highway dealing with rush hour traffic all the time. Like, how about you get off of the freeway and go adventure and see some other things that are going on? Because yeah, you're gonna end up at the same place no matter what. No matter what path you go in life, you're still gonna end up in the ground. Everybody
Right.
does it. No one gets out of life alive. You know what I mean? It's just how it works. So
Yeah.
why sit there and focus on everything this rearview mirror of the negative and the bad and poor me and I would need this and what about this when you can look at what's ahead of you and look at the good that's going around you.
Well, and I think that that's the difference, Rob, between people that have God to rely on and people that don't. You know what I
Right.
mean? And the people that don't, they do. They just don't realize it and they don't want to admit it. And that's fine. You know what I mean? You can try to live your life as best you can without God, but it's going to be miserable. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? It just is. Um, and then you look at the people who have God, have their faith, and yeah, there is hard times. We have just as much as hard times as anybody else, but at the same time, like you said, we have that faith that God's going to get us through it, and these
Right.
people don't. You know what I mean? And that's why that's the difference. A lot of times I see about people that focus on the negative and people that focus on the positive. You know what I
Yep.
mean?
And I get, if you don't at least acknowledge the negative part of things that happen, it's likely going to happen again and
Well,
again
you're doomed
because
to
you're
repeat
overlooking
it.
it. Yeah.
Yes. Yeah.
So there's a difference in it, acknowledging it and seeing it for what it is, but not letting it destroy you. I can acknowledge, well, shit, I did this and I fucked up. And yeah, so now we're here. And I could sit there and stew on it, or I could be like, look, I've been here, I've done this, I don't want to do this again. So I'm gonna do this instead. And then you just move down that path. You don't have to hold on to it. It
Yeah.
it's still gonna be there. You're still come 10 years down the road, something similar is gonna be happening. Ah, I remember this. And I went this way. This time I'm gonna go that way. You know what I mean? I'm not doing that again. So
Yeah, exactly.
yeah, you just have to, sis says, okay, to look at the whole picture, but the perspective is everything. It's you just gotta stay focused. You can't be negative. You gotta understand life's giving you struggles for a reason. You don't know what the hell it is, and it sure would be nice uh to figure out what the reason is earlier on so you don't have to go through the struggles. But again, without those struggles, you're never gonna learn. The struggles in life are it's basically the practice. You know what I mean? In the military, they call train like you fight, or professional basketball players or NFL players or any
Yeah.
sport out there. They practice, practice,
Practice
practice,
like you
practice,
play.
practice.
Yeah.
Yeah, and
Or you,
and what that does is that builds your confidence, and builds your knowledge and your abilities to do it. And so, if you put that much effort into your faith, into just trusting in God, you're not going to really have those struggles like what you think you do. Yeah, there's going to be a bad time, and you're like, "Oh, this sucks. Let's give it to God. Let's move on," and that's it. You know what I mean?
mm-hmm.
Or you can just sit there and be like, "Oh, I'm struggling," and stew in it for 2 weeks, sit in your room like, "Oh, poor me, poor me. The world's all out to get me," and but then you wasted 2 weeks. Like,
Yeah.
you know
Well,
what I
and
mean?
you wasted a lot of brain power. You wasted a lot of you know mental and emotional energy. On
Yeah,
something that has already happened. You can't change. You know what I mean? All you can do is do better. And you could have made that decision. You know, 2 days in rather than stew on it for 2 weeks. You know what I
right,
mean? And you'd be a
right.
lot better off.
Yeah, you'd already be past this sucks stage and already into this I'm fixing it stage. So
Mhm.
it all and then the problem is when you have that mentality of every time you struggle, you sit on it for days or weeks or months or even years. You It's going to take you 20 years to get through a struggle that should have only taken you, 6 months. And then
Yeah.
what was your life like in that 20 years? You know what I mean? I bet you it was miserable. I bet
Yeah,
you didn't
and
have a
you're
lot of good
bitching
people
about
around
every
you.
yeah,
Yeah.
bitching
You
about
know,
everything that happened to you because oh, poor me, you know. Get the
right.
fuck out of
Or
here.
you end up in jail or you end up, something else because you just keep going down that path. Whereas the people that, you know, are further along in their lives and, set up and things are going good for them, it's because they learned at an earlier age, like, yep, that sucks. Let's move on and just work through it and control it.
Well,
So,
and I think a lot of that comes with maturity. And Sis said, we grow from every experience, and he wants us to trust in him. And
right.
I think that there's a lot of truth in that. And, and that goes back to, character building because every experience, if you don't learn something from it, then your character doesn't grow. You don't have this, you know what I mean? You don't have this bag of like, you know, experiential knowledge that you can pull from. You know what I
Right.
mean? And go back to, as far as positive goes, like to kind of revisit how you felt and what you can do in this sort of situation if it's similar.
Yeah.
Um, and I think that, that God gives us a lot of that and gives us a lot of leeway to build that along the way, you know?
Right. And I kind of overlooked, I didn't see the message. I was reading through it now. Coco did make a good point. Trauma and PTSD make that hard to do. Sometimes when you go through something bad enough that really is going to affect you, it really is. And you can work through the trauma in a way to it's not affecting your day-to-day life, but you're still going to have the triggers, you're still going to have things that are going to hit you, and it's going to make part of your life struggle. I mean, for me, relationships, everybody knows how well those go for me. That's based off of, some history and some stuff that happened in the past, and so clearly, like, I haven't gotten past it, but I also don't focus on it until, the next relationship goes to shit and, "Oh, that sucked. Okay, what else am I doing today?" You know what I mean? Like,
You'll
not
have
really
to
that bad, but
just start asking God for a good woman.
yeah. So, but it is harder and when especially when there's triggers and stuff that hit you and you don't realize it, but I think those are different than just playing the victim. Like, if you have trauma and you have, like, triggers that's gonna give you PTSD, that's not a victim mentality. That's your body is reacting to something that happened that was really bad.
Yeah, and a lot of
That's
time that's out of your control,
yeah,
those are those are times too when you have to look at finding a therapist. You know what I mean? Finding something, but there's a lot of therapy in the word. You know what I mean?
yeah,
I think the old man told me one time. I think I I was kind of at odds with some things that were going on in my life, and and a gal that I was with and stuff, and I'm like, I gotta go to therapy. Like she wants me to go to therapy so we can be together and whatever.
yeah,
And he's like, all the therapy you need is in the book, son. And I was like, I realize that, but what I don't know is like what specifically I'm going through. I don't know where to find that, and I don't know where to find the answers in that.
yeah,
And so I think that it is beneficial. You know what I mean? As long as you're going to a therapist that is of your same faith and has that still that's
that
you're
guidance
on the same
behind it.
page with that.
Right.
Yeah, you're on the same wavelength with that, and I think that really helps with the with trauma. And the PTSD stuff. Now I don't have a ton of PTSD. I do have it from some things, but not as bad as somebody like you, Rob. You know what I mean? You've seen battle. You've been there. You've done hard things like that. You've put your mind through, you mush and then had
Yeah.
to try to build it back up. So you can speak to that a little bit better than I can. Al can speak to that as better than I can as well. But at the same time, I think there are things you can do, you know what I mean, to kind of get out of those, get out of those thought process, get out of those ruts, and not having those things hit you as hard as maybe they once did,
Yeah. Well, I think the biggest thing with like triggers and stuff like that is sometimes you don't know what it is. But what you do is when you are triggered by something, you focus on, okay, what made me feel that way? Where did it start from? And obviously I'm not a therapist. I'm definitely not a professional. I definitely don't do I do it my way because it works for me. You know,
Right.
like I got a trigger back when I was working with at US Mag. I had a steam pipe blow up. And it happened probably 20 times before that, but for some reason I wasn't paying attention. I was focused on something else. Blew up behind me, set me in fucking like pretty bad spot.
You're like,
Yeah,
yeah.
like, and so
Ears are ringing,
it
visually
was just a
blurry.
whole like situation. But then it's like, okay, like I knew what caused it,
Mhm.
but your body still reacts in a certain way that you have no control over. And there's triggers like that you you'd have to find somebody else that's smarter than me, which isn't very hard to do, to tell you to work past that,
Right.
But then there's the triggers of like someone says something about this, or I'm trying to think of something without being too dark in the matter, but you can have those triggers where it's action based, like what caused it. This action did this, which caused me to feel this way, which triggered me into doing it.
Hmm.
And those are the ones that I know you can work through by just keeping your mind open, focusing on what it is, and processing through it. I mean, sometimes you got to process through it with somebody, but
Yeah.
so there's different things that if this happens, it's going to trigger me. So I'm going to prevent this from happening so it doesn't happen, and I'm going to stay out of situations where this isn't going to happen to trigger me. Whereas the other ones, whether it's it could be noise based, it could be a bang, could be a million things that you have zero control over. I'm not the one to ask about that. For me, I just kept putting myself in situations till it didn't bother me anymore.
Well, both
That's
Sis
how
and
he's
Coco.
not that's not the clinical way of doing it, to keep putting yourself in those situations.
Idiot.
So
Well, both Sis and Coco were saying that, that it is healthy, to reach out and grab some help, because I think that all in all, anybody can benefit from a little bit of help,
right,
and what I guess what the focus is on that and kind of what I learned by going through it, like just personally, and this might be different for everybody else, but just taking the tools that they give you, you know what I mean, taking the tools and using them, not just being like, oh, okay, like just going through the motion, but because that's not going to get you anywhere.
right,
But actually taking the tools, applying them, using them, you know what I mean, and then also kind of connecting them with, your faith as well. Then it's like, oh my gosh, then these doors open up. It's like, wow, okay, yeah, this is a lot easier
yeah,
than me just trying to hammer this out on my own. You know what I mean? Because you don't know the tools, and these people that spend hours upon years, learning this stuff. I mean, that uh, utilize them if you
right,
can or if you need to. You know what I mean? I don't think that there's anything wrong with that.
yeah. No, I
Yeah.
agree with you. I had
Oh,
some
oh, you,
visitors come in. I
oh, you
got
got a dog. You got a dog.
visitors that just came in. So Gus is laying his head on my lap at the moment.
Oh,
He's my little ginger buddy.
yes, two gingers.
So no, I mean, I think we did a pretty good job kind of going over that, and
Yeah.
the understanding that people me to realize is life is always going to have struggles. It's how you go through it and what you learn from it that's going to build that strength.
Mhm.
And so
Sure.
you just got to keep your head up. You got to keep pushing forward and figure out what's going on. Don't
Yeah,
become the
and
victim.
yeah, don't be a victim. Don't be a victim. Learn the
Please,
lessons.
please don't.
All right. Well, we ready to get into Rebel?
Yeah, let's go.
You,
Gotta go,
you got,
bud.
you got a dog?
Yeah. Things up in here. I forgot to close that door because I figured Al would have been here by now. And
Yeah. That a rando dog or is that a them getting home dog?
no, I think it's just a rando. They heard me talking and decided they're going to wander in because I still haven't heard anything else upstairs. So,
Nice.
all right,
Very
so we're gonna
nice.
do the Rebel.
Yeah, let's get into Rebel.
All right. Good old Rebel report.
I have a few, but what do you have? Do you have more than one?
So I just
I mean,
got that
we
one.
we can play the smash or pass on mine, but
Well,
but
we'll
if you
just throw
have,
mine up there real quick. It's just something that I saw happen, and I'm hoping this continues and the mentality that went on with this hopefully is going to get even better to where maybe we're going to get rid of some of these idiots. So this is the one I've got. The quote of the day from good old Donald Trump. He was talking to Netanyahu on the phone, and apparently somebody heard this and it's been recorded. I don't know the whole backstory on it, but I think it's fucking awesome. You're fucking crazy. You'd be in prison if it weren't for me. I'm saving your ass. Everybody hates you now. Everybody hates Israel because of this. What the fuck are you doing? So that just happened recently on a phone call.
the irony of
So,
that is just amazing.
yeah. So I thought that was good. I thought I'd bring that one up. I was like, all right, maybe we're gonna get some backbone coming through this. So
Well, I don't know. I mean, speaking of that, I mean the irony. I mean, you have my key to the
key?
White House video, so
All
go
right.
ahead and run that.
This was a special token of affection given by myself and the First Lady to Prime Minister and the First Lady of Israel. And it's a key. We call it a key to the White House, and it's a key to our country and to our hearts.
That
So which one? Which one
which
came
one
first?
is it? Yeah,
Was it
is
the egg or
is
the
it
chicken?
egg or the chicken? Like, what the fuck, man?
Yeah.
I don't know. Like, so I wasn't super happy with old Uncle T giving, the key to the White House, the key to the country, or the
Right.
key to our hearts, or whatever the
What do you mean
fuck
give
I
him-
was talking about.
Taking away the key and throwing it away and putting him in a fucking jail cell. Not giving him a key to the house, to the White House.
Exactly. And I'm just kind of like, what do we do? What? Why?
Right.
Like I get the whole biblical thing, but at the same time, like I just don't know if this is the right time. You know what I mean?
Right.
Especially when considering the climate. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Read the room, bud.
Yeah. Exactly.
Right.
Um,
Yeah.
Yeah,
Coco.
so-
Everybody hates you. Here, have a key to the country.
yeah.
That's what I'm wondering.
Exactly.
Like, which one
Coco,
happened
yeah.
first? Did he give him the key and then there was a phone call later on where he's like, look, you're a fucking idiot? Or did he have the
I don't
phone
know.
call and then was like, well, we still need to do this for TV, but I don't know.
I don't know.
Whiplash that we're getting
The
from this
key thing
country.
was when they visited. I think what was it last weekend or something like that.
Yeah.
So the phone call was probably after that.
Yeah. So maybe
You know.
maybe there's some realization of like he's shown him the key that's going to the jail cell that he's going to go in that we're going to take and throw away. Maybe that's kind of where he's going with it.
Maybe there was some underlying shit there. I
Yeah.
I don't know. I don't know. He's like, man, that's the key to my nuke. If you don't shut the fuck up,
Right. That's
I
what
don't
we're
know.
sending your way. So,
It's weird.
I don't know.
So these other two were kind of interesting. The Galveston, the roller coaster
Coaster.
thing.
Yeah,
Yeah,
you want to run that?
yeah, run that.
It's happening. We believe this is the Iron Shark roller coaster, just looking at the attractions there on Pleasure Pier, and it says it's a 100-foot vertical lift and beyond vertical drop. And again, that is the tallest ride on Pleasure Pier. This thing has been stuck for a good while now. So major concern right now, and we do see a rescue happening as well. That is a crane, and you can see workers there on the left-hand side. You can see people on the ride at the very top of the roller coaster, legs dangling out in the air, and the ride stuck at the very top.
Absolutely.
Dude,
know-
this is why I don't ride roller coasters, bro, because I always feel like some shit like that's gonna happen to
There's
me.
those ones where like they just snap off, and like those ones that are spinning and something
Oh yeah.
just launches your ass.
There
I
was
don't
one-
mind
there was
roller
one
coasters.
morbid one the other day. Like these two girls were in like a double seat thing, and one of them's like harness just popped off like right when they were getting ready to go up,
Yeah.
and the one just flew out, and
Right.
like, and then it went, and then it swung back down, and then you saw the other girl like just dead on the ground or whatever, just laying. I'm like,
See, I'm okay with roller coasters. Like once in a great, like I haven't been on one in probably over a decade, but like I'll go to like at the big theme parks and ride one or two of them and be okay. The ones that I will never get on are carnivals and fairs
yeah, like the one
where
at the fair.
they just pack it up and move it, and it's there for a few days, and you got like people putting it together that's getting paid like minimum wage.
Yeah,
I'm
right.
not going to trust that machine. I'm sorry.
Oh, yeah, like those ones.
That
like,
thing was in a whole nother state the other day on a truck transport coming here. Who knows what you lost? Who knows what parts aren't connected right?
right? You
I'm
don't know
good.
who knows what bolt pack that you guys
Right.
forgot. Yeah.
So
Yeah, not my bag, baby.
that one, though,
that
they
was crazy though.
like hours? They were like 4 or 5 hours that they were stuck there before they got the help to get them removed.
Yeah, and it was pretty crazy. I didn't do a follow up on that. That was a few days ago. I didn't, but I figured that if anyone like would have perished in that, I think it would have been in the stream.
yeah.
But yeah, but no, that's just no. That's why I don't do roller coasters. It's too much for me, man.
Yep. Nope.
So we talked about this a few weeks ago. The missing scientists. Rob did a nice layout of each one and
Kind of the
kind of
feel.
their backgrounds and stuff like that and what happened to them. So you guys might want to go back and check that out if you haven't heard about the scientist stuff. I'm sure that everybody has, but check this one out. Yeah, run this one.
Breaking news, one of those missing scientists working for the U.S. government has now been found. 53-year-old Melissa Cassius went missing nearly a year ago. Her family sharing she brought absolutely nothing when she went missing. Not even any of her multiple cell phones, no identification, no purse, no water, nothing. Her remains being found by hikers in the same area that they had already previously searched. But as of June 1st, 2026, they have positively identified the remains to be that of Melissa Cassius's. They're also saying that a weapon was found nearby, but the cause of death has still not been identified. The entire thing's still raising a whole lot of questions because she was one of those scientists who are working specifically with the National Laboratory on Defensive Nuclear Research. Even her family fears that this wasn't something she did to herself, but rather something that was done to her. With even the president weighing in on the fact that all of these researchers and scientists linked to U.S. programs, calling the increasing amount of missing scientists pretty serious stuff, and is now sparking a federal investigation. Now that one of those missing scientists have finally been found, we're waiting to see what they're going to say the cause of death was.
I did this to my niece when I was out in Cedar Fort. There was something sitting right here on the open that's where they put it, and then I took it and they looked for it forever. And then I put it right back right there, and they're like, "Oh, I just must have overlooked it." No, we're not that stupid. I mean, come on. They were searching in that area. They and all of a sudden, a year later, they just overlooked a whole ass body.
Yeah, I don't think it was an overlook. I don't think the body was there
Not
when they looked the
exactly.
first time. You know what I
Right.
mean? Um,
They
which
they dealt with that in another area,
mhm.
and then eventually he's like, "All right, it's been long enough. We can just go put these
We
over
can
there, make
just
it look like it happened," and they just overlooked it.
Yeah, we could just make this look like it was a natural thing. Yeah, that was
Right.
Casillas. I mean, it's shady. It's that whole thing is shady, and but her remains have been found, but still, there are still the number keeps growing on these scientists. I talked to a buddy the other day, and I think it's up to like 18 or 20 or something like that.
Yeah.
Keeps growing. But I'm glad that at least her remains were found, so her family can process the loss and do all that kind of stuff. You know what I mean? It's good for the
Yeah.
family,
No,
but
that's good, but
as far as like the conspiracy shit goes, it's terrible.
and again, it's that they keep playing the same card. Like we're dumb enough to think that they just overlooked the body. That body was not there for this last year, and now they're
No.
finding it there. We're not stupid. Come on, people. Although I guess
Uh,
some people, I
yeah.
don't know.
Have a
I'd be
little chat.
interested.
Have a little chat with the chat. I gotta go recycle fluids.
All right. He always does this, just leaves us hanging. I don't know anything about it, Coco. I've been out of the loop for the last 2.5 weeks, so that's why I don't have much for the news. But I don't know. The whole scientist missing, and they just keep running into all these coincidences, and it reminds me of something that happened way back in World War, II, with these German scientists that we magically brought all 1,600 or so of them over here and utilized them for our needs. And so it's just bullshit. It's them pulling some sort of card game and thinking that we're not looking at the right hand, but they're amateurs and they're just not even doing a good job anymore. So, yeah, since he left me, what do y'all got want to talk about tonight? As far as a little foreshadowing, we're going to be talking about creepy things that go on in the woods tonight. So if you guys have any stories or anything like that, keep those, get those ready. And since he is not here, we can do this again.
This isn't just a podcast anymore. It's a movement. The Wolves and Wisemen Reignited online store is officially live. Built for men and women who stand for faith, family, grit, and growth. From premium hoodies and tees to hats, tumblers, tanks, and outerwear, every piece is designed to represent who you are and what you stand for. This isn't fast fashion, it's a statement. Gear up, represent the pack, and carry the message beyond the mic. Visit the Wolves and Wisemen Reignited online store today and wear the reignition.
And we're back, and he's still gone. So I'm going to throw this up here as well. I know we've talked about it a couple of times. That's not the one. Why is that? Maybe I'm going to throw it up there. Let's try this again. There it is. So we have our golf tournament coming up June 28th. For anybody that's going to be here in Utah, you guys should reach out. It's always a great time, and we always have fun, even if we don't. So you should let us know, or come join us, or we're gonna bring him back into stage here. I think I see him, and he's back.
And I'm back.
I didn't run an ad since you weren't here. I brought this up here.
Oh my goodness, look at you. What a
Yeah.
beautiful man.
It's nice having access.
Right? Maybe we should run it in tandem every time now.
Yeah, it's kind of nice. So like, if you disappear, I can still do stuff. Or like, if I
Yeah.
have nothing to say, run the ad.
What is Coco talking about? Black-eyed children?
So
What?
I told them just what we're going to be talking about for the Fringe. You know, just the spooky,
Oh
creepy
yeah,
thing.
the
So
spooky.
if they have some stories
spooky
to kind of get them ready.
Yeah. All right, you ready to do Folks on Fire?
Yeah, we got. Oh, hold on, I broke something. Okay, we're back.
Murph got all the powers.
All right.
Yes, it did
Folks
come out.
on
Okay.
fire.
Coco. Got a little on my hands. I had to wash them.
Uh-oh. All right.
I love
So
that song.
you want to run yours first? I got two.
Yeah, I'll run mine first.
Yeah, 'cause I got the
So
one I want to do last.
okay. So for the setup, shit, I can't remember the team, but it's the Dodgers farm team, and they did this program, which is actually really cool. And I don't know how they got the dogs to do this, but they have a bat dog program. So instead of like having a bat boy or bat girl or whatever that goes and picks up the bats, after
Yeah.
somebody's been up, they send a dog out to go get the bats.
That's pretty
Well,
badass.
so I guess one of one of the Dodgers' top prospects, it's like the Tulsa Kings or Tulsa something.
Tulsa King's a TV show.
Yeah, it's a TV show. I think it's the Tulsa something, but
Yeah.
anyway, they were playing the other day. One of the Dodgers' top prospects didn't fare out so well with the bat dog program. But I'm putting this dog on fire because I love dogs. Love dogs.
Yeah.
I love everything about dogs, and I love that like the dog's got employed to do this. You know what I mean? And the dog's just doing his job, right?
Right.
Dog's doing his job. And the idiot who got hurt that's his own fault. It's like dog's doing his
Oh.
job.
All right. Now I'm really
On Reddit.
curious.
Yeah, check it out.
Next pitch, it's swung on and lined into right field. That's a base hit. George hits third, and he scores. RBI single by DePaula.
So it's Tulsa
Oh.
Drillers. So
I mean, you know what the dog's going to do. He's going to go, he's going to get the bat, and he's going to come back. He does it every time.
he does
I'm
it every
sure he's
time.
got
Goes
it.
to the same spot. Yeah.
Everybody that has a dog knows they have a path in the yard that they run, that where's your grass? And this dog's doing the same thing. He's going the same path back and forth. This is your fault for getting in his way.
It is, and that's kind of the thing. And that dude, like he separated something. It was bad. Like this is a
pretty good
pretty
injury.
bad knee injury that this guy got. But I'm saying though, like if you're I'm not saying that baseball players are like elite athletes. You know what I mean? In mind, body, and spirit.
Right.
But all I'm saying is if you can't dodge a bat dog without like
And yourself.
having a major patella injury or some dumb shit, that's your bad, bro. Bat dog was
Yeah.
doing his thing. Bat dog's on fire for me. But the problem is, what bummed me out is the bat dog program got canceled after that shit. I'm like,
What?
really? One incident? You're gonna
You
cancel
take
the
away
bat
their
dog
job.
program?
One idiot fucked it up for the rest of them.
One,
And then they're blaming the dog for it.
yeah, they're blaming the dog. That's bullshit. Dog's just doing his job, bro. Dog's on fire.
I like that one. That one's good.
Good for the
Let
dog
do his
for doing his job.
Yep.
He's doing
Let him
his
do his
job.
thing. All right. So I got two. And this one, I actually just saw this today, and I'm like, okay, here we go. I like this. You ready for this one?
Yeah.
been horribly injured by a product made by the Acme Corporation?
It's not your fault. There's probably someone to blame.
Name of the case is Coyote versus Acme.
Wile E. Coyote. He is reckless. We all know who's responsible, and all of his injuries are self-inflicted.
You've been settling Acme cases for years.
I could probably get you $250 for that.
This is your opportunity to really show people what you're capable of.
These companies think they can do whatever they want. We're sick of it.
Acme, act you!
Nothing to see here.
We really have nothing.
We both know it would be very unpleasant if anything bigger were to become public.
So, what is up, Doc?
So,
dude, I'm so there.
I mean, we haven't had a good Looney Tunes movie since the original Space Jam. Second one was shit. I mean, Looney Tunes was where it's at. You know what I mean? It was the show growing up. They did some shit. Like, if you watch some of the old episodes now and then, like, realize what the little innuendos they're doing.
Yeah, what the fuck they were actually applying.
You're like, okay. Well, you know, we haven't had anything like that. So I'm hoping, I saw that. I'm hoping they do it a good justice, and it's, you know, like the Looney Tunes should be.
Yeah, that's like old school Looney Tunes. I love that they did the mix between, you know, like real life and
Right.
cartoon. That's cool. That's hard to do, you know.
And anybody that's
as far as like
watched that knows
filmmaking,
Wiley got messed up constantly by this bad product.
constantly.
You know, I get it.
It's a
I've
bad
seen her out
product,
too. So
Like that should Acme should sponsor our show.
yeah, for real. Like the sponsor of my life. Okay. I'm just gonna get made by Acme tattooed on my ass.
This should be your pseudo last name, Merv
Right.
Acme. Yeah.
Right. So yeah, I had that
Oh my
one.
God,
I
that's
thought
good.
I saw that and I'm like, this is awesome. Like it's about time we start getting some. I mean, a little bit different. And obviously, it's an old cartoon that we watched growing up, but it's a good little spin to it. Like, all right, we're suing Acme because we all know anybody who's watched Looney Tunes, Acme done fucked up everything.
Dude, I think my tires were made by Acme, man, because they just keep fucking going.
Just keep
out.
going.
Just tired.
So-
Yeah, that's good, bro.
All right, this next one I got. I put together a little video here for Lil Murph. My daughter graduates high school tomorrow, so we are apparently they sent out a thing recommending like 6 family members per student. We're gonna be probably at least 4 or 5 times that. We're gonna go get our whole little section, and I got people from Cedar Fort going down there. My family, her mom's side, like it could be a big old party for her to graduate. So, but I put together a little video. I told her that I was going to bring it up, put it on the show, and she's going to hate it because half the pictures that I put in here. But I wouldn't be her dad if I didn't, you know, throw in some little jabs here and there.
1, 2, 3, 4.
So that's some photos. I was only limited. It wouldn't let me do more than 35. I was a little disappointed because I have hundreds of photos that I would have put in there just to really get her. But yep, she graduates tomorrow, so I'm stoked. She's a damn good kid. And it's going to be good to see that chapter of her life, being done, and see what she does next.
She's awesome. She's an asshole sometimes, but she's awesome.
She definitely is. She is 100%. You can tell that is my kid.
Yeah, it's your kid.
2 minutes.
1,000%.
They know.
I love her to death, though.
So
she's a good kid. She's a good kid. I'm proud of her. It's like an uncle. Proud uncle.
So that's my main folks on fire is good old little Murph, or Sarah Beth is her name. So most don't know that because she goes by one and she's got a million nicknames just as I do. So yep, I love her. She's an awesome kid. She's super smart, and I'm proud of her for what she's been doing already in life. So it's going to be an excitement to see what she does going forward. So
yeah, and the cool thing is like she's always had a good head on her shoulders and knew what she had to do. Knew that she had to do it for herself too.
Right.
No matter what you said, because I mean, half the time what you say goes one ear in one ear and out the other.
But she still figured it out.
But she figured it out. Yeah.
So
yeah, that's what makes me love her a lot. She's cool.
And then I guess one more folks on fire right here. Little last minute surprise.
Hey, I heard there was a show going on.
Folk on fire?
No, he's not really. He's a fucking boner because he showed up an hour and 20 minutes late.
Kids had games. Kid had games.
His forehead looks like a boner.
Can you hear us?
Yeah, I can only hear out of one ear.
Oh.
Anyway.
So, yeah, welcome. How's it going?
Yeah, things are going well.
We've gone through the check-ins. We've done the Rebel Report. We've done Folks on Fire.
Oh, fun.
Yeah, you missed half the damn show.
Well, that was,
we still got a bit.
But I haven't messed it up yet. Like, I've been able to get the videos going.
How about that?
Yeah, it's been good.
That's weird.
So, did you have a Folks on Fire before we move on to the next segment?
Conrad today. 2 doubles and a single.
Oh, no shit.
Yeah.
Wow.
It's pretty nice.
Damn, that's good.
2
that
doubles
boy's
in a single. Holy shit.
He's spot on.
Like legit doubles, not like little league doubles
like
where everybody's
legit,
just running for the ball.
Overthrowing it
Like
and shit doubles.
He hit an Oppo Taco today. And
nice.
Yeah, it's great. He's really clubbing it.
God, good for that kid.
Yeah, it's fun.
That's good.
Well, yeah, so you're the host tonight,
Yeah.
or one of you guys are the host. What are we doing next?
Yeah, we're passing the ball back and forth.
Yeah, it's we've been ping pong the old game.
Oh, okay.
Dude, you missed my bat dog, Folk on Fire.
Oh yeah, I heard that somebody lost a bat dog. They had to ban a bat dog after a minor league injury.
Yeah. They banned the bat dog program.
You missed the little Murph video.
Oh, dang it.
You missed the new movie coming out.
Oh. Did you did you do your AI thing? You're gonna make movies now?
No.
Oh, okay.
There's a new Looney Tunes movie coming out.
No, I'll be excited to miss that one.
No, it looks pretty good.
Whatever you say.
So anyway.
Let's run the boners, baby.
Boners. All right. All right, boners.
Bonairs.
Oh, you know what's great? Hold on.
I got a couple.
You run yours. Which one do you want to run first?
The Brewers pitcher. This guy got suspended. He only got suspended 1 game. I think they should have suspended him for at least like a series or something like that.
Yeah.
I think Al, you've seen this. Pitcher He did the like the crotch chop or whatever.
Oh yeah,
Um,
suck it.
yeah, Uni or whatever whatever his name is. But go ahead and run that.
All right, let's see. That one is right there.
Break it down. Degenerate into something fool. Just got tired of doing what you told.
I would have laughed if it wasn't a strike because they did the ABS challenge on it, and it was barely a strike. And if it wasn't a strike, I think that guy should have just been sent back down to the minors and learn how to be a fucking professional. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
Acts like he played at Georgia Tech.
Yeah,
I'd
exactly.
agree with that one.
Like that was
Which is
some
like
kid shit.
Was it the Georgia Tech kid that got kicked out of their playoff game because he was he faced the first base dugout. He hit a huge dinger.
Oh yeah.
And then he was facing the other team's dugout, and it looked like he was chatting it up. And then the umpires got together and tossed him after he crossed home plate.
Yeah, that was whack. I did see that.
Act like you've been there before, fellas.
Yeah,
Come on.
act like you've been there. Yeah. I think that was probably one of the best statements that I heard from a coach, a baseball coach, ever. And it really kind of humbles you, you know what I mean? And it was just act like you've been there. And that was gravy in high school, dude. He's just like act like you've been there. Like,
You know what? It's funny because I use that on all the kids now.
good.
And
like you've been there?
Yeah, but they look at me all crazy because none of them have been there. And it's really funny
Right.
just to see the wheels start turning in their head. Like, what is he talking
Nope.
about?
Not bad. Hold on.
Bat dog.
I hit the wrong.
Bat
I
dog
hit it
strikes
again.
again.
So
Yeah, it is. I mean, and that's. But the thing is, you can apply that to life.
right.
Just act like you've been there. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
This is
exactly.
not
It
your
kinda
first
goes
time
with-
at a championship. It's not your first time at a wedding. It's not your first time. Hey, even if it is your first time, act like you've been
Act
there.
like you've been there. It's not saying that you have been. It's just
But
act like you've
Just
been.
act
Yeah.
like it. Yeah. Fucking phone it in.
Yeah, no. It kind of goes with what we were talking about, like the whole victim mentality and shit like that. If they were acting like they've been there, you're probably not going to have that victim mentality.
Yeah. Well,
They-
you gotta fake it till you make it.
Exactly. Where
mean-
it's those people that they act like idiots because they're new or they're just idiots. I don't know. I lost my train of thought on that one.
Yeah. Have you been Eeyore all night?
I've
Nah, he's been good.
been
Great
good.
until you got here.
Yeah.
Oh.
And you showed up and just ruined the mood.
Well, here, I can leave again.
I gave you
He's
control.
got access to the buttons now.
He finally, I was fucking with him last week, and I couldn't get him because they were zip tied all over there, and I was like, I don't got time for this shit.
Yeah. It's fixed now. He's got control. So I'll run mine real quick before you run your other one.
Okay.
So this is my boner for tonight.
All right.
Mr. left us for an hour and 15 minutes of the show.
Oh no!
I know.
Whatever would you
But
do?
that's not why you're the boner.
Oh.
So he's the boner because right as I pulled up, got here early to set things up and stuff like that. Well, Justina pulled up and she got into it and I was like, hey, how's it going? She kind of just looked at me and was like, did your husband tell you that I was going to be here? No. Okay. Well, I got to set up the show and stuff like that. She goes, yeah, you're fine, but he didn't tell me.
Well, see, what had happened
So-
is I didn't think that she was going to come back, but I forgot my coach's bucket, and you can't coach without a bucket. Like
Yeah,
you lose
you gotta
all
have
your
the
power
bucket.
if you don't have a bucket.
Yeah.
So I was like, hey, can you stop by the house real fast and grab my bucket out of the truck or out of the car? I forgot it. So, I mean, there was going to be no overlapping paths.
Oh, so there wasn't a needed it.
Yeah,
Okay.
we didn't, it was unneeded. But
Oh, well,
Hey Al, act like you've been there. Right?
dude, I thought I
Act
had
like you've been
dude.
there.
I thought I had been.
You gotta have that shit in the back of the truck.
I thought I had everything scheduled correctly, but
There's always a loop.
These damn kids, dude.
Right.
There's always something.
Always something.
All right.
Yeah, my next one is so these guys were at an ICE protest, and then this was a young kid, just kind of doing some interviews and stuff like that, and he kind of gets bombarded, and then ICE gets his back. I love it.
All right, we've got this.
Why are you raising your voice and violating my personal space? Because I can talk to you however I want. You know what I'm saying? We're gonna back up. I can talk to you however I want. Now being racist. Oh, you going back? Oh, you going back to ICE?
Okay, and again, now I'm getting surrounded.
I can talk to you however I want. What's up? What's up? You want to push back? Oh yes, go this way.
I'm getting like attacked.
It's a fucking racist ass.
Got him.
I love it when they get pepper sprayed.
Got him.
Dude, pepper spray is the equalizer. Bro.
I like how you have the
love pepper
retarded
spray.
ghetto medic there
Right?
with the satchel.
You okay, buddy?
His medical satchel.
Yeah, satchel.
It's funny that the protesters have to employ medics because they know that they're gonna get fucked up.
Well, have you not seen the stuff that like the Soros back stuff? Like they're showing up and there's literally medical aid supplies, pouches, bottles of water, like
Everything's there
is there.
staged for them.
Yeah, so it's totally like inorganic.
Yeah.
Protests. Like these people don't really give a shit.
No.
They're
They're
just
just
paid
there
to
to get paid.
Yeah,
Well,
they're
yeah,
getting-
half of them don't even know.
And then
what
if
the
they
fuck
make
they're
media
there.
or something like that because they do something stupid,
they get a
then
bonus.
you get bonus, but you're still 15 minutes of fame.
Well, I know, but these dumbasses are making like $150 a day if they get a bonus, and then you got to wash pepper spray out of your.
But again, if something happens and there's potential lawsuit or somebody's going to pay you to go talk, or there's more to it than that. Like, oh, now this dude's fucked up. Now this leftist media is going to pay you some money to come tell you your story.
Yeah, let's go on CNN.
So-
Yeah, we'll see this guy on CNN.
Oh yeah, we'll see him on CNN.
So
It'll be a
He
good
probably
time.
doesn't even have his green card or work.
Yeah, he's gonna get deported before he can get to his interview.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
What's
You
your
got a boner?
boner there, bud?
Got a boner?
You
there?
know, I don't have any
No
today.
boners today.
No, none.
Dang.
None. My prep time was taken up by baseball. So
Well, you normally have a boner though. You normally come up with one because it's something that pissed you off in the last week.
Well, you know what really chaps my ass? Having to do other people's jobs.
Ah.
That's one. That'll chap my ass.
Yeah.
We want to get into that. Yeah,
Yes.
other people
Let's
that
talk
don't
this
do their
one.
fucking jobs, so somebody else has to.
Yeah.
Because that's what I've been doing all week, and it's only fucking Tuesday.
Has it been that bad?
Yeah. Swear to God.
You know how you
It
said
does
that-
feel like it's
that-
like middle of the week. Like it's like feels like Friday.
Right.
Yeah, but Tuesday's a new Monday.
Well, the thing about it is too, is it's like people like go on leave and stuff, and that's swell. Go ahead, take your leave. But when you're on leave at least one day out of every fucking week, and you're on a compressed schedule, so you basically get like 2 or 3 days off.
Yeah.
Like, come the fuck on, dude. How much? What are we doing? It's fucking retarded. So yeah, people that just are constantly on leave and I have to do their jobs. That's my boners of the week.
That's a good one.
Dickhead.
There you go. Yeah.
Anyway.
I think everybody hates that.
Mm-hmm.
Well, we talked about old boners. You want to do the ass ad real quick?
I think we do the ass ad, and then we do the sacked bumper, and then we do sacks, and then we get into fringe.
All right, let's run this ass ad. Make the girls happy. And we lost him.
Ah, it wasn't even our great camera work either.
I
At
know.
least when we lose him now, you can still run stuff.
Yeah, I can still do everything I need to do. So I can run my sack shot while we're waiting. Or I should just fuck with him and run his. So, yeah, we'll just, while we're waiting for him to come back in,
Yeah,
we'll
set
go with
yours up.
mine. Mine's actually like a compilation of a few of them that I found, and I just couldn't pick which one because I was going to go back and find like the whole video for that one, but I really like this video. There's a lot of people getting hurt in it, so
You got a nice little compilation. Okay.
yeah.
Ranking top 6. Nutshot fails.
Wait.
Oh, are you okay?
Yeah.
You like it.
What's going right now?
Oh!
Rank.
I swear to God, that same guy was on there twice.
Probably. It was a good one. But like I said, it was a bunch of them. They were all good. The one that deserved it was the dude that was doing like the little hula hoop thing.
Yeah.
Himself. Like,
That checks out. He
you
did
had
that to
that coming.
himself. Yeah. What did you think was going to happen?
Yeah. Come on now.
Act like you've been there before.
Yeah, like you've been there. Living room dad. Yeah.
Right.
Well, you want to get yours set up?
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean,
Or just run it?
fishing.
Fishing.
Fishing. That's it.
All right.
Oh, I wonder if
Fishing.
I've seen this one before.
This is going to, sounds painful.
living for the backyard sunrise. I've been living for the nights that.
I like how it kicked him in the face and then
Right.
the
Done
dick.
slapped him in the face and then hit him in the nuts. Like,
Dude,
come on, buddy.
That fish has been in a Street Fighter too.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's largemouth or it's a catfish. It looked like a catfish.
Yeah,
It looked like an angry fish.
Yeah.
Yeah, they don't fuck around, bro. They've been into some shit.
Yeah.
Well, we know Al, Mr. Waiting on Al, doesn't have one.
I don't. If you want to stand up, I'll hit you in the nuts though. We can do it.
I
live.
got a video of him getting hit in the nuts. If we could throw that one up real quick.
I'm just gonna punch you.
I have access to do this stuff
I think
now.
if I put the right arc on this mouse, I can get
Should
you.
I just throw that up real quick? I think we should. Give
Yeah,
me.
we might as well.
Yeah, we might as well. We're gonna throw this up here because
This is the danger of having him do it.
Giving
because
me
he
the
has all
control.
files,
I have
Yeah,
all
he
of
has all
the
the files.
files.
all the files.
Coco says all the butts.
So are we? So are we on YouTube? Did we get YouTube to work?
Yeah, it's on the old one still because I have to wait a 24-hour period.
So it's still
So-
jacked up then. That's what you're saying.
Yep,
Okay.
but
We might get some YouTube views.
I
yeah.
don't think we have any YouTube views.
So we actually have some that's on the other. We have like subscribers on the other channel. That's why we need to run that one.
Oh, okay.
Just none on this one because we set everything up that way.
Checks out.
So, but yeah,
It sounds like a Murph job.
yeah, it's getting there.
He's really murphing it up.
We're gonna throw this guy. Where'd it go? Just had it. It did not download yet.
So, did we have a good day while we're waiting for him to? Well, he's dilly dallying over here.
Yeah, we had a good day. I think. I mean, it was. My week's been busy. Like yesterday was a nut job. Today was a nut job. But yeah, that's bad dog.
I know.
He just keeps going back to back.
It's
back to
like
back
when you
up.
first click on that one, for some reason, it just.
Oh yeah.
We
Oh.
got the GIF here.
Oh, you got the loop
You got
on
the
it.
Yeah,
GIF?
we just did the loop here. It's just as long as I want. Like I can run this for 5 minutes of just
It could
hitting
just-
him in the nuts.
It could be your screensaver.
Yes, like I really feel like we can finish the show
we
like
got-
this and just leave it going.
Look at the water
You could,
bottle.
like,
too.
put
You
some
can see
music to
you
that
can
and
see
make
the
it the
water bottle
intro.
losing gravity.
Yeah, we should add this into the intro somewhere. Just a little, just on repeat.
Just a little tap.
So, all right.
It's good stuff. Coco said, "Yeah, you should do that." I ran into a couple people that had no clue what happened to y'all until TV and I told them. Yeah, I mean, we tried to throw out like when we changed the name of the show and stuff. We tried to throw that out on as much as we could on the Rumbles, but we hadn't thrown it out there too much on the YouTubes. But at that time, the the two big supporters that we had, well, the one big supporting show that we had, kind of dissolved. Yeah, they broke up. So we weren't getting a push from either of them. But now we are. I mean, Calories. Yeah, the Caltrop, like he supports us a bunch and throws our name out there a ton, and we love him for that. But things happen, and we're not sore about it.
Yeah, I think the YouTube's going to really help, and it's going to add to it.
Yeah, hopefully.
Obviously, getting it figured out is different, but I just, I have the access, so like I could just keep it there in waiting.
It's like giving kids matches.
Merv's gonna leave that in the media assets.
I am. I'm just gonna leave it in here. So then, like, we'll just be talking about something, and then all of a sudden you're just gonna see nut shots.
I'm just trying to figure out why you look like JT in
Burn! Burn, baby, burn!
So now that I have control of the show, and I have all of the photos and the good stuff, I'm going to have some surprises now.
Oh, okay. Now he's out for blood.
Now I'm out for blood with that comment. I'm about to Photoshop you and him as one person.
You're right, Coco. Damn,
I'm going to take his hair and put it on you, man.
I know. Yeah, damn show divorces.
But we wish the best for the both of them. There's no hard feelings. We're just doing our thing. Let's go into Fringe, baby.
Today in history. Let's run that one.
You want to do Today in History before Fringe?
I don't know.
I think we should.
Yeah,
I have a good one.
He's got a good one. He intentionally asked if we'd ran it yet, so I assume he's got something.
Okay.
So, and he hasn't really contributed to the show today.
No, I haven't.
So let's give him something to contribute.
Fair enough.
I paid the power bill.
That you did. You did pay the power bill.
By me, I mean my supervisor.
Right. Well, you supplied the studio.
On this day, in 1935, Babe Ruth retired from the game of baseball.
Oh, the Babe.
That was it.
That was it.
Yep, that was it.
That's a good one, though.
Yeah.
He retired 1935.
Call number 3.
That's, he was a badass.
Yeah.
Let's see.
Really put
Grover
baseball on the
Cleveland
map.
gets married in the White House.
Oh, that's neat.
God.
He's the only president to ever get married while in office, right?
Yep. 1886, got married in the White House. Congress enacts the Indian Citizenship Act, 1924. I've not really seen anything else. Oh, here you go. Race car driver and designer Bruce McLaren dies in a car crash, 1970.
Oh, McLaren. Yeah.
McLaren.
I didn't know he died in 1970.
Yep.
Oh.
He was 32 years old.
Wow. Well,
so
his cars lived on without him.
1997, the year I graduated high school.
Also,
Timothy McVeigh convicted for Oklahoma City bombing.
Yeah, I was going to say that was a nice prelude to that one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Really got it.
Harlem Hillfighter Henry Johnson awarded posthumous Medal of Honor. Oh, it's back. Talking about a Medal of Honor guy. Okay.
Yeah.
Let's see who's awarded the Medal of Honor after death. After decades-long effort by his family and New York State, actually. So,
So my dyslexia that apparently I'm developing I just read Coco's as Queen Elizabeth was drowned in 1953.
Coronated.
I thought she drowned. No.
Well, she lived all the way up until like a couple years ago.
Yeah. I just
couldn't
read.
She was pretty good
Words are
looking
hard.
when she was like young too.
Yeah, it was like 100 years ago.
The one that just died?
Yeah, she was old as shit.
Well, yeah, I mean, she was like hot in like the 60s. Like,
or no.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, she was hot in like the 50s.
Like, she was like a hot queen.
Yeah.
Hot queen.
Yeah. Everybody's
Hot
just trying to
queen.
blow smoke up her skirt.
Right. I would have if I was
Yeah, we know you would have.
if I was around during those days.
Listen, guy, you pretty much will chase anything that'll fair game.
Oh, no way. No.
You know, if it's one leg and it can run away, he's going to chase it.
Yeah, you are not wrong. So,
to the Fringe Files.
To the Fringe
To the
Files.
Fringe Files.
All right, we got Creepy Woods today.
Creepy Woods?
That's literally all the text said. Creepy Wood.
Yeah, this guy is the definition of creepy woods.
So the creepy forest phenomenon, there's a bunch of them. There's a couple of different things. So you have like the missing 411 where like hunters, hikers, and stuff like that that'll just vanish, and they'll find their clothes like folded neatly, and it'll be like even in search parties, like somebody be walking and then they're just gone.
Which one did you want to start off there with, Bumper? I thought you had something in mind.
I was just gonna like kind of just go over the basics.
Yeah, no, I was just kind of like, wanted to like smooth over a lot of it. I mean, there was this last one that I heard of was a guy was hiking with his wife, and this was in Appalachia, right? Or Appalachia, I don't know,
Whatever.
Appalachian. And he was hiking with his wife, and the creepy thing is like you hear about this a lot where you'll hear voices of loved ones in the woods, and you're not supposed to respond to them, especially like if they're not with you, you know what I mean? So like if I was going hiking or camping or whatever in the woods, and I heard like sis or mom or you or something like that call my name, but I knew that you weren't with me.
Yeah.
You're not supposed to respond to them, right?
Right.
So this guy, he was hiking with his wife, and then his wife disappeared. And he spent like 4 or 5 hours like looking for her, couldn't find her. And then he's like he didn't want to leave because he wanted to keep looking for her. So he kind of bedded down and made camp for the night because it got like too dark. And then like in the middle of the night, he gets woken up by his wife, like, come get me, like, come get, and like, I'm over here, I'm over there. But it sounded like the voice was coming from everywhere.
Ooh.
And and that was super creepy because that's the first time that I've heard that like that was firsthand. Like she disappeared, and then all of a sudden, a little while later, he starts hearing her voice, like, come get me, come save me, and this weird thing. And he was saying that like it sounded like her voice, but and this was like something that was sent in on Reddit, that another like a creator was reading, and I like this creator, and I trust him, so I don't think it was like a bogus story. She just reads them and stuff like that. But I guess that it was like the first time that this had happened. Like someone went missing, and then right away, they heard their voice saying, "Hey, come get me."
Was it the creepy, scary story time chick?
Yeah. It was that chick like that.
Yeah, she's got some really good ones.
She's got some really good ones.
Well, there's so some of the other ones that I found that was kind of looking up is like they call it the Oz factor. So that's where like it just goes silent. No birds, no insect. Like you get the feeling of things following you or watching you. So I mean, and everybody's kind of had that, like where
That
you're
one's
out.
not my favorite.
No, like you're out in the middle
That
of the
one is not
woods,
my favorite at
and
all.
all of a sudden, like even your steps are silent, and then you're like just everything shut off, and you're like, and you get it in wintertime, so which is crazy. So I don't know if anybody's been, especially here in Utah, or if you live somewhere that you get like the blizzard storms, which we haven't in a while.
Right.
But if you're in a blizzard in the middle of the night, you could be in the middle of the city and go outside at night, and it's silent.
All the sound is just insulated.
Just silent, and it's crazy. Like so, like, but that one, it makes
You know
sense.
how that one works out.
Right?
But like
in the wilderness, where like literally everything just
and the squirrels are trying to give you away, the birds are
Right.
trying to give you away. Like, yeah.
So it's pretty crazy. Then you have the Sierra Sounds. So hunters in the mountains of Northern California reported strange vocalizations. It was like unknown language type sounds, massive screams, and then like the wood knocks.
Well, the Sierra Sounds was the one where these guys would hike like 15, 20 miles into, or they'd horseback into a site, a spot where it was just like them and their group of buddies knew.
Mm-hmm.
And they had this badass like camp they set up because they'd go to it like every year. And then this one year, and they had like a tree that was like hollowed out that like they would sleep in and stuff like that. And the guy who actually recorded the Sierra Sound went into the tree to hide.
Yeah.
And he recorded the Sierra Sounds and stuff like that from inside the tree. And it sounded like it was like a bunch of squatch just talking. And like
Just conversating. Yeah.
and there was like hooping and hollering and shit
Yeah.
like that. But yeah, and then they decided that they weren't going to go back. And I saw a show on it a while back where he actually took the film crew and
Yeah.
camera crew and everything into the spot so they could see and like visualize what he was saying with
Yeah.
like how the camp was set up, because it had been like 15, 20 years before or since the last time they all went in. And he took them in and it was just like he said
The
it was.
same
It was just
exact.
overgrown, and then they
Right.
got to see the tree and everything else. And it was a total trip.
Yeah, I don't know. I probably would be in the same boat where I'm just not going to go back.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm good. There's
Well-
plenty of other places to go.
Well, it's like Appalachia,
Yeah.
If you have a house towards the woods,
You don't
close
the blinds.
all the blinds. Don't go out after dark. All that shit. Don't whistle in the woods.
Well, have you the ones of like the stairs and
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I was gonna bring up the staircases too. Like that shit's weird, man. And
and you're told like don't approach them, but like even like search and rescue crews and stuff like that, we'll just find a staircase leading nowhere in the middle of the woods.
Yeah.
And I'm typically that guy like, oh, stairs, let's go up them.
Yeah, you're that guy.
Yeah.
Oh, stairs.
You're that guy.
So if I found stairs and disappeared, y'all know it's because I'm like, let's see what happens.
I'm gonna tie a rope around you. That way, if you go to disappear, I can yank you
You
back.
can pull me back.
Yeah, yank you
We
back.
should try that.
We should. If we ever find stairs,
We'll know to get
yeah.
a rope.
I'll bring a bungee and I'll start running the opposite direction.
And eventually it's going to force me out. But then it's like just some bones or some shit.
It'll be
Really traumatize you.
half a rob.
With some ginger left in it, of
Yeah,
course.
I'm gonna.
yeah, a little ginger beer left in it.
So, and this one's kind of hard to explain. It's the Hoi Baku Forest. Have you heard of that one?
Oh, the one in Japan.
Yeah, it's like the most
Oh.
haunted forest. That
Yeah,
they-
Suicide Forest.
Yeah.
Suicide
It's right at
Forest.
the base of Mount Fuji.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, and I'm sure I pronounced it wrong, but
Yeah, if I could
That-
see it, I could help you out. But
HOIA.
yeah, that's not going to help. I said if I could see it.
I felt it.
But yeah, no, that one's crazy because people actually go in there to commit suicide,
Yeah.
and they'll leave like their death note on a tree,
Yep.
and then a piece of yarn going in, and they go in like once or twice a year to clean up the bodies
Yeah.
and to bring the bodies back.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't
So
get it.
I mean, and a lot of it comes from like it's human nature to fear the woods, I think, and I think it's just that hunting mentality from thousands of years ago when we had to go to the woods and there's things that would get us.
Yeah.
And now it's just still ingrained to like fear it. But then okay, I can understand like the feeling of like feeling that, but then when you have like weird fucking languages or fucking Sasquatch yelling at you or something like that,
Yeah.
really gonna add. Or you find a fucking staircase just sitting in the woods, like
Yeah, somebody that's not with you starts talking.
right.
Yeah, that's
And if we go hiking or something like that, and one of you get lost, and I start hearing some fucking sounds from all over the place, and it's one of your voices. I'm sorry, I'm not coming looking for you.
yeah. We have to have a code word.
Yeah.
Shenanigans.
Yeah, shenanigans.
Shenanigans.
Shenanigans. I'm over here.
I hurt my leg.
Then we
in the
know
war.
to go. If you don't say shenanigans, you're fucked.
Yeah, shenanigans.
Pineapple, something.
Coco said the Bella Witch in Elm. Bella in the Witch Elm. Four
Yeah.
boys in 1943 found the skeletal remains of a murdered woman in the hollow of a tree in the woodland area of Hadley, Worcestershire.
That's wash your sisters.
Worcestershire.
Yeah,
That's-
Worcestershire.
That's the wash your sister sauce.
Yeah, Worcestershire. That's where Worcestershire sauce came from.
Well, and I remember that. What's that movie Blair Witch when it first came out?
Oh yeah, that movie was awesome.
I love that movie.
It was a great movie, but like, it wasn't like with where you have the internet and stuff is big. You don't have all, and they played it out like it was a legit shit, and you're like, oh fuck,
Yeah, with handheld cameras and stuff
Right.
like that.
so cool though. The premise was so cool.
right?
But the thing is though is like I think that that's one of those it played on people's fears about about going into the woods and about what could happen out there and what was lurking in the shadows.
Listen, dude, I've been in the jungle after dark, and that is not a place I want to be. And I was surrounded by like 30 other dudes.
Yeah.
And we had like 9 machine guns. And it's still not a place I want to be. Like,
still all freaked out.
Legit, like we hiked in. So we drove and then we hiked in to where we were staying. And it was like this little clearing, an opening with like tall grass and shit.
Yeah.
And then just jungle all around us. And we hiked all day, shot all day,
Right.
And so we did the whole thing. And then it was like Firewatch time, a couple asleep, couple awake. And we just lined our bags up, in a row.
Yeah.
And just posted security around that. And still, dude, I bet you I got like, I don't even think I had Firewatch the first night. And I think I got like maybe 2 or 3 hours of sleep. And the woods is just not a place for humans.
Right.
When it's dark.
And
unless you have like 4 walls and,
And I
a
remember
fire.
when we were doing our training at Camp Lejeune.
Oh, fuck that place.
Yeah.
That whole goddamn place is haunted. Dude.
Yeah.
South Carolina can suck my
You'd
balls.
go down that way, and we would set up, and the same thing. We got Humvees, we got all of this shit. It didn't matter.
No, it's
you're still
creepy
fucking
as
shaking
shit.
in your boots at night because you'd get those moments where it would just go silent, and you're like, "Well, I know these 3 motherfuckers snore like logs. They're silent now. Like everything just shuts off, and you're like,
No,
is my fire watch over yet? Because
Yeah.
I want to go hide in a blanket."
We remember being up on the shelf in Pendleton,
Yeah.
right? And it was colder than shit when we were there. And I mean, it was for you too. 'Cause
Right.
What you graduated in what?
So I was there basically November through
March.
March.
Yeah. So I was there from November to February.
Yeah.
And that shelf, you remember how freaking cold that shelf was? And then all of a sudden, like just the wind would just stop.
Yep.
And everything
you're
would go quiet. And it's like a shelf in the middle of fucking nowhere. And the wind is always blowing because it is where it is. And then it would just stop and go completely silent. And there's like one dude on this end of 70 packs and one dude on this end of the 70 packs. And then the poor bastard that is usually me that had to rove between the head and where the bags were, the packs were, and where like all the lines tents were. And these are like, what, two tent halves and 9 tent poles.
Yeah.
And it's like, not burlap, but I forget. It sucks. When it gets fucking wet, it gets heavy.
Yeah.
It's not like this cool pop-up tent or some shit like that. It's canvas.
Yeah,
canvas.
canvas
2
tents.
canvas tent halves, and it was always fucking raining. And if you didn't overlap the thing right, like if you snapped it wrong, and you were getting water inside the tent instead of having it go around the tent. And yeah, dude, I got stuck on that one a couple of times, roving back and forth between the head, and the head was like 100 yards away from where everybody was camped, and it's just pitch black.
Well, that's the one where one of the instructors put up a flashbang in the middle of the night.
That'll happen too.
And it was like, you're not supposed to go to this area, but everybody, as you're on fire watch, you kind of rove a little further than you should. Just something to do. Like, you're fucking just trying to stay awake. Let's look at something new.
You like find a warmer path down back to the packs. Yeah.
And so they set it up, and then sure as shit, somebody tripped it at like 3 a.m.
Boom.
But I think that one, and then 29 Palms, like when we were out in the field in 29 Palms, that one's the shit. Because I mean, you're in the middle of the desert, and
that place is creepy. There's all kinds of creepy stories about shit out there.
And so it just anything like that. We're in the middle of nowhere.
The lieutenant that roams the desert. And
I just heard about that. The lieutenant that roams the desert. Yeah.
Yeah, the lieutenant that roams the desert, and he'll come up just pale faced and.
Because lieutenants are always lost.
Yeah, well, I mean, he's not helping the case. And he basically asks to be invited in. And it's usually at like some kind of entry checkpoint or something like that, and asks to be invited in. And it's like, if they're invited in, like trucks are getting flipped and somebody's dying.
Yeah.
And like he's been known to like bang on the back of like LAVs and trucks and shit like that. Then if they identify, like the whole fucking squad will get up and go. It's something that like the command knows,
and they
don't tell the
around
troops. Yeah, and they'll literally pack up at like 3 a.m. and you'll go. But if you look up 29 Palms and like truck rollovers, and it just for no reason, there is so many truck rollovers and casualties that happen in that place just out of nowhere. Yeah, I have a couple people that we know that were actually in tanks. We're spinning through the desert, doing tank things.
Right.
And happened upon white SUVs and people in black suits and got told to turn around. So 29 Palms is huge.
Yeah.
It's
actually the largest Marine Corps base as far as like actual land.
Yeah.
But I mean, small as shit base that's out there, but land wise, it's the biggest one that's out there. But I mean, it's even up at the property I've had it happen. I remember getting woke up and I swear somebody was banging on my trailer. And it was like 3 o'clock in the morning. I'm like, Al, I don't think Al would be fucked with me because he knows he might get shot. So, and I didn't even open the door. I'm like, I'm just gonna sit through it. If Al wants something, he knows the door's unlocked. He can come in. But it literally woke me up dead at night. Somebody's banging on my trailer, and I'm like, nope. I'll just stay here. I got my gun. Yep. If you come in, I'll deal with it then. But I'm not going out to look for it.
Yeah, I'll never go to Current Creek again just for that shit. And then finding elk legs in the freaking trees right in the front of the cap where I heard everything banging.
Yeah.
I'm like, nope.
Yeah.
Because something was banging up high enough on the trailer where nobody at camp was tall enough to even hit that point in the trailer. Dude, I flipped the floods on outside, racked the AR, and I was just sitting there, dude, just waiting. Like, go ahead, try and come in, motherfucker. Like, go ahead and try. Come in the door though.
Yeah.
Because, and then I'm thinking, like, fuck, did I lock the gate, the back gate for the fucking? I'm like, okay, so now I'm just gonna sit on the stairs and just see what happens.
Yep, we're just gonna wait it out.
Yeah, and I left the damn floodlights on until the sun started coming up, dude. I'm never going back to Current Creek. Every time I go to that fucking place, something happens. Fuck that place. It's on my boner list, actually. Fuck Current Creek. Don't ever fucking go there. I've seen wolves. Fucking.
We should go.
We
can go do a live podcast one night.
I don't want to. I don't even want to.
We're gonna do a walk.
We'll do a live podcast.
No, there's SKWs, there's Squatch, and there's fucking wolves. I'm not going back. Fuck that place.
We do need to go do a show like live up at the property or something like that, middle of the night, a later show.
Keep everybody awake.
Yeah. I think we should.
We'll do a winter sports edition.
Yeah, we could do like a campfire side. Like,
Yeah.
you know what I mean?
Set up a couple of lights so they can still see us and just do a show outside up in the mountains.
Then you can't see
handheld
anything
mics. Yeah.
Well,
we could.
Because these assholes would be like, "Oh, there's something moving behind."
They
you.
would 100%. Watch out, guys!
Contact right.
We'd get Bondi on there, give him a mic, and have him tell us some stories.
Yeah.
That guy can't even hear when things are in the mountains around him.
Coco said, I heard noises outside my camper once, opened the door and heard what sounded like a woman screaming help. Sounded like it was right in my ear. It was the mountain lion. Its sound was carried on.
Mountain lion sound makes some crazy sounds.
Yeah. Nope.
No, the black-eyed kids. Yeah, fuck that. That's why I just take the trash out in the morning.
Yeah.
It's like if I go take the trash out at night, the dogs are with me. And did I tell you about when I was training Gus? So when I did it with Jax, it was fine, right? Because I'd take him out like every 2 hours, get him used to going outside when they were like little, puppies. And I'd always take him out in front because I didn't have to walk all the way down the stairs. And if the dog couldn't hold it, I have to worry about cleaning piss up all the way down the stairs, Let him out of the kennel, take him to the front yard. And Jackson's out there, Gus is out there doing his thing. And I start hearing freaking like noises like somebody's talking. And I'm like, no, the fuck you didn't. It's like fucking 3 a.m. All your neighbors are Mormon except for a couple. And the couple that aren't are not going to be out at 3 a.m. And it was like a weird, like screechy, like talking and stuff. And I'm like, well, this is not cool.
Nope.
So I went out, or I brought him back in, and like we have mountain lions. Right. So usually when I'd go out, I'd take my gun. And this time just so happened I didn't have my gun. But I had like a big black dog and like it's a retarded puppy. And the black dog like alerted too. Like, what the hell is that? And it was down the street like that way. And so I let him back out at like 6. Came back and heard it again. Because the sun hadn't come up yet because it's wintertime. And I'm like, fuck that. I guess we're going out in the backyard from now on because that shit ain't allowed here.
Right. We ain't doing that.
And the next day, it was Justine's turn to do night shift.
Yeah.
And she woke me up. She's like, hey, the creepiest shit just happened. And like almost verbatim told me, I was like, oh yeah, shit, I forgot to tell you about that.
You didn't give her a warning?
I totally spaced it, right?
Yeah, some shit happened to me.
I'm like, yeah, take the dogs out in the backyard from now on because I don't know what the fuck is going on out there. And I still have no idea. I have not heard it since. But I'm like, nope. Front yard at 3 o'clock is not the place for me.
That's not where you go?
No.
Well, they say that mountain lions, bobcats, foxes, they make noises, and I read a story on this the other day, and I can't find it. I was trying to look it up, but I think it was a fox, like almost was mimicking like human talk, and people were getting freaked out about it, and then finally found out where it was coming from, and it was this fox. And it was like stuck in a tree or stuck in some bushes or branches and shit, but it kept screaming out like that and like screaming and like almost making like words that like a human could comprehend in its screams. And I'm like, is that all it is? Is it just a bunch of foxes fucking around, out there get hurt?
No.
And people are chalking it up to supernatural bullshit. Like and I'm like, yeah, I don't know. It's a tough call.
Yeah, I definitely have heard some foxes make some weird noises and some cougars make some weird noises. But I don't know. This just hit different.
Yeah. Like I said, I banking on the trailer just up at the property. And it could have been somebody fucking with me. I wasn't gonna find out.
Wasn't me, bro.
And
I ain't walking all the way down the hill.
You guys there, yeah.
I ain't walking all the way down the hill to bang on the side of your trailer.
I was like, there's not like they're gonna come all the way down here, unless they needed something. And normally they would have just walked in right after they banged on it. Oh, that was funny. I got
Hey,
you.
wake up, dumbass.
Yeah. Come check this out or whatever it is. But so I was like, I don't think it's them. I'm pretty the fire had already gone out. We all went to bed. I don't know what the fuck it is. I ain't trying to find out. We'll just wait. And if I go out there in the morning and there's something there, I'll know. If Al was just laying there dead, I'm like, shit, I should have went out there.
You should have banged harder.
Yelled or something, you know?
Yeah, no shit.
That's safe word. Because that's the only way I'm coming to look. So
Yeah, but that
the woods are just
I
not a
love
place
and I
for
hate.
people.
Yeah, I love and I hate creepy wood stories, and they say that though too that like the people who believe that there are like portals, you know,
Like
throughout the
the
earth and
411.
stuff like that.
Yeah.
That it's most likely going to be in the woods, and it you know a lot of them are in the woods, because like they're the frequency. So shit, I should have wrote this down again. My apologies, but the frequency. They said that the frequency that it takes to have an open portal has to be untainted by the frequency and like the magnetism of people. So there can't be a lot of people around a lot of time for these portals to open up and just open up freely. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? And so if that is true, who knows what these portals are opening up into? You know what I mean? It could be another dimension. It could be another. Who the hell knows? You know.
Either way,
And
I don't like it.
And that's why I think that Squatch, like, I think Squatch knows, you know, when to come and go in and out of the portals. Because I think Squatch is kind of a interdimensional being.
I think
That's
he's
why
an
we've
asshole.
Yeah,
really
he's just
found
diddy
no
bopping
bones
through
or-
portals
Right.
and shit. What a dick.
Just to fuck with people. But on the flip side, like I would do the same thing. You know?
Well, maybe he doesn't even know it.
The
Maybe
day
he-
that I get off and I become a ghost, you know I'm gonna be fucking with you guys.
Yeah, maybe he doesn't even know it. Maybe he just sees
Sage
like
you right out of here.
like a you know like a to him it looks like a a bright hole or something in the ether. So he just walks through it, and then he just keeps walking, and then sees another one, and then just keeps walking through that. Now he's out of our dimension. I don't know. It's weird.
Fuck Squatch.
Fuck all that bullshit of the hauntings in the fucking forests and shit like
Right?
that.
I
Banging
mean,
on things and the silence.
you sit there and you like listen to enough of the 411 videos,
Mm-hmm.
dude. Or not four? Yeah. What is it?
Yeah, the 411 where they.
Yeah. What's the full name?
So I think that one I had that one up here. It's the missing 411.
Yeah,
phenomenon.
missing 411 and Politis that
Yeah,
does it,
Politis.
and he was like a detective and shit.
Yeah.
And you listen to enough of those, you're like, nope, fuck it, not even worth it for me. I'm either
Yeah.
gonna get fucking limes, alpha gal, or I'm gonna go missing. Like fuck the woods now.
Dude, and Politis has been doing a lot more shows lately too, and I'm like, holy dog shit, dude! This stuff is weird.
Yeah,
and like
it's not
that's
getting
another
better.
thing too.
No.
Like people, like how Rob was saying, like people banging on your campers and shit like that when you're deep in the woods, and then you look out there and nobody's there, and this weird shit like that. Like a lot of that is a lot more. Like it's been talked about a lot more.
Yeah, it's not fun. It's not fun when it happens to you.
No. It's great to see the videos and you'd be like, yeah, no, that sucks for you.
Yeah, that's.
But then when it happens to you, you're like, oh, fuck.
I'm in one of the videos now.
Shit.
I thought this just happened to other people.
Yeah, I thought this was just
Yeah.
other people.
Yeah.
No, it's super.
There will be
man.
a day I'm gonna find some staircase out there and just vanish.
1 star. Do not recommend.
It's the last time we're going to see Rob.
Then we're gonna find him barefoot walking on Lake Michigan, froze over or some shit.
Right.
everything's gonna be like I'm gonna have long hair like I've been disappeared for like 2 years and it'll be like a week.
Checks out. Yeah.
He's like
His ID will be expired.
Yeah.
He's in a loincloth.
He'll get sent back to Ireland. He'll get deported because he won't have his papers on him.
Right. It's like, no way, this guy is in a large leprechaun.
Oh.
All
Well,
right, gang, you ready
I think
to get
that's
outta
it.
here?
Yeah, I think that's it.
Let's get out of here, man.
All right.
You know, I wasn't here for a
Well.
long time, but I was here for a good time.
Yeah, you were here for the last half.
For the
I was here
parts,
for like an
yeah.
hour.
Well, before we go, I'm gonna run this one more time because, like I said, proud of this kid. So
1, 2, 3, 4. Cause it's a bittersweet symphony, this life. Trying to make ends meet ya.
So again, proud of that kid.
Yeah.
She's an all-star.
Glad she got her looks from her mom.
Yeah, definitely. Definitely. But she got my attitude to go with it. So
Oh,
it's a
100%,
win.
yeah.
But
It was an even
no, I'm
split.
proud of her. Tomorrow's gonna be a rough day. Her turn 18 was already rough, but she was still in school, so it's like she's not really an adult
Still
yet.
got you.
Yeah, but now it's done, and we'll see what she brings in life. So, but yeah, that's all I had tonight.
Good times, you old fuck.
You're right there with me,
No, I don't have any ones that old.
but you're still as old as I am.
All right.
Yeah, that's a weird thing. I mean, I got like, what, 7 more years or 6 more years for that?
Well,
That's
it's
weird.
crazy going through the pictures. Like when I was trying to find all the pictures, 'cause I've got a million pictures of the kids, and like just trying to find the pictures. And like when she's little, like there's the one on the motorcycle, or there's just a bunch of different pictures of shit, and it's like, where the fuck did that kid go? Like
Now that kid's trying to buy a motorcycle.
yeah,
Right.
and which again, like I can't be mad about it because I mean she went on her first motorcycle ride at 6 months old. Like we did little figure eights in the parking lot, and she loved it. And you know, and then fast cars and big trucks and all the shit. And now she's wanting to do it. And I'm like, no, you can't. It's dumb.
No, you can't. Stupid.
But
At least she'll never be able to afford drugs.
right. So,
That is a good thing, yeah.
but no, that's where
Yeah,
I'll be
truck
tomorrow.
payment.
I'm gonna show up and be loud and try not to have some sand in my eye.
You're gonna squirt some. The
So-
onion cutting ninjas.
Yep. So, all right. Well, it's been a good show, even though we managed to run it without Al.
Ah,
We
did good.
I think you
figured it
guys are
out.
fine.
We did a
I got
fine
control of
job,
things,
Murph.
which I kind of like.
Terrifying.
So, you fucking dick. I have control of most things.
Yeah, suck it, princess.
I can still, fuck around, but like I said, now it could really just add in some fun in here that nobody's gonna
Oh,
even
yeah.
know about. But
Yeah, what do you got? Bumper.
Again, as always, thanks to the chat. We got rated by 3Ts. Always thank you, brother. We appreciate you. And it's been awesome. It's been a good chat. Loved you guys' stories in the chat. Sorry if we scared you, sis, about going up to the cabin again, but it is what it is.
Yeah, as long as you have Tressa with you, she'll scare everything away.
Right.
But yeah, thanks everybody for joining. Sorry I was late, kids and stuff. But
Yeah,
you
doing
guys
bad things.
have been watching Wolves and Wisemen Reignited, and we are out.
Once you walk through the door,